Hi, everyone. I'm going to be walking through a demonstration of the Business Enrichment Program application. So when you go to the application, it will take you to this page, which is the Business Enrichment Program. This has, first off, I want to note that there is drop downs for Portuguese and Spanish. And if you go through, this has information regarding the program. So little program overview, program dates, grant details, technical support areas, eligible applicants, ineligible businesses, priority considerations that will be used only if necessary, and then approved uses of grant funding. I also want to note that there is the end user license agreement and the privacy and cookie policy that both should be read before proceeding. And then if you click on this, this will take you to the program overview and instructions, which is a separate document that has instructions, same thing, program overview, but this has screenshots and information about the application. So you can look at this before you go through the application as well. When you move to the next page, it will go through just some initial eligibility review. This is just to have that initial review to make sure only eligible businesses are verifying their emails and then getting the application portal. So I will be filling out a sample with you guys. And then the final page on this pre-registration link is the authorized representative email. So an authorized representative can be the business owner, but it also could be someone else who the business owner has decided is going to be the main point of contact for the application. So they are basically just going to be the person who is going to be available on email to answer any questions regarding the application. Again, this can be the business owner, but this also can be someone separate who is, trusted by the business owner. So I'll put in, a sample, and then once you click submit, it will then send a verification email to the email that was sent. So let me pull that up. This is an example of a verification email that might be received. As you go down along to the bottom, you can click verify email. Now, this is for Google accounts. If you have a Microsoft account, the verification is a little bit more straightforward. It'll take you to that kind of normal Microsoft sign-in page. So you'd sign into your Microsoft account and then it will ask for the account verification code that you will put in. But if you have a Gmail account like the one I'm using, it will just have a link for you to verify at the bottom. Once the verified email has gone through, you then will have access to the application. So this is an example of an email that you might receive, and you can go down and click start and start your application. So we just did the pre-registration and we are now going to go into reviewing the actual application itself. So here's what the actual application looks like. Again, want to note that there's the Portuguese and Spanish drop down. Again, this is a link to the program overview and applications document, which is that same document that has the screenshots of information that is needed for the application that you can access before you apply. So you will go through and fill out the information, the general business information, the address, mailing address, the number of employees, phone number, contact, industry, and then describing the business. Then at the bottom here, you will see it asks for a city or state business license and then a signed and dated W-9 form. The second page of the application is the information that is the authorized representative or the business owner. So again, like I mentioned, the authorized representative could be the same person as the business owner. But if it is someone different, you will put in the information essentially that you filled out in the pre-registration form. And then if you are the same person, so if the person filling out the application is the authorized representative and the business owner, you would just select this and it will auto fill that information. So again, this is just the information for the people who are going to be in the main communication with the case managers. And there is a disclaimer saying that if they're not responsive after 3 outreach attempts or 1 month, the application may be deemed ineligible for assistance or deactivated. The next page has information about basically what the business's needs are. There's preferred language for technical assistance. There's if you're comfortable receiving virtual assistance. And then from here on, it is rating the areas that the business needs assistance with. So 1 is not needed and 5 is critical. There is also a note about how the scoring will be done. So you'll go through and look at these areas and see if 1 is you don't need it, 5 is that you definitely need it. And each business will go through each of these areas and fill out what they need assistance with. At the very end, there are some couple of these qualitative open-ended questions that are, what is the main goal that the business hopes to achieve with the technical support? How will the technical support impact the business? What are specific challenges the business is facing? And then just any additional information that might be that feels like it should be shared. On page 5, this is where we get to the priority considerations. So on page 4, I skipped a little bit, sorry. Page 4 is where we talk about the grant usage plan. So you would select if you're a brick and mortar business or a home-based business, and then the amount of the grant that is requested, noting it's up to $12,000 for brick and mortar and up to $2,500 for home-based businesses, and then just describing a little bit more about what that funding would be used for. The next page is where we will get into the prioritization. So this will pop up if you select brick and mortar business. This is what the prioritization points are, noting that there are different prioritization points for brick and mortar versus home-based businesses. So you would fill out each of these questions, and this is it for the brick and mortar businesses, and then this is what it would look like for the home-based businesses. So again, you would fill out each of these questions. And then the final page is just the submission page. So it's saying, that they understand that filling out this application is not a guarantee of funding. All the information is filled out to the best of their knowledge, that it can share the information with the people who are needed to determine eligibility, that you're the authorized person to fill out this application, and that you acknowledge that if you do receive funding, you'd have to fill out a grant agreement and just some more information about the grant agreement piece. So then you would fill out your name and then the date and then check this and then submit. And that is the program application overview. Again, these instructions are available they should be on our website, they should be in the pre-registration link, and they are available in the actual application page itself. So this overview and instructions just provides screenshots and details that you can go into and see what the application looks like before.